read the many intimate scenes in Outlander, how much blocking do you work out with Sam, and how much is set out in the script with the directors and the directions in terms of the vision for the piece? How does working with an intimacy director affect or change the organic creation of the work? It's a very good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. Last season was the first season we have worked with an intimacy coordinator, Vanessa Coffey, who's amazing. You do a lot of blocking. I think season 1, we were obviously very young and naive and I'd never done scenes like that before. Neither had Sam or Tobias, weirdly. And so we were all sort of muddling our way through. And there's a learning curve, I think, that happens with, what you're sort of doing in a room, and then you see it and you're like, oh God, there's a lot more on show maybe than we would realized. And, a lot of that has to do with, you will block a scene, but in the beginning, I don't think we always knew exactly where the cameras were going to be and how much the cameras were going to see and things like that. So, it's good to have an intimacy coordinator, because that person sort of takes over a lot of the responsibility of that. Whereas you don't then as an actor have to worry about those things, because it can be, you want to give the most honest performance. So you don't want to be thinking about things like that when you're in these scenes, but at the same time, you have to protect yourself. So it's a very strange thing to sort of do. But I don't think it changes it. I don't think it changes the essence of it. I think if anything, having the intimacy coordinator there allows you to be freer, because you're not worried about, are they going to show something I don't want them to show? Is it going to be portrayed in a way that I'm not comfortable with? Those parameters have already been set, so you can actually in the scene sort of relax a bit. So I think it's actually a great thing.